WWE fans and WWE fans of Bleach Fan 2.0, welcome back to my video, and today here I'm going to be discussing the topic on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns for the Universal and WWE Championships at Wrestlemania 38, Night 2. And before I get into this topic, I just want to give everybody a big shout out from appreciating my page and watching a lot of my videos that I don't post a lot, but with a lot of faith and a lot of hope, I could be able to get through my day with that. So before I start my video, remember to comment, like, subscribe, and give me y'all opinions in the bottom. Going back to SummerSlam 2021 after Roman Reigns' beautiful triumph against John Cena for the Universal Championship belt, Brock Lesnar made his debut back into the WWE. At this stage of Brock Lesnar's career, we haven't seen too much of Lesnar since he lost at the previous Wrestlemania to Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Now he sets his eyes on the Tribal Chief and head of the table Roman Reigns for his Universal Championship. You'll go a weekly feuds with Roman Reigns coming up and speaking, and Brock Lesnar coming through and killing everybody in the family and repeat. You know, it's pretty exciting to watch them go at it. So much chemistry in the ring between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, but it gets interesting towards Crown Jewel when they actually have their competition. Roman Reigns, in desperate attempts to beat Brock Lesnar, smashes Brock Lesnar with the Universal Championship belt, declaring him the winner, and so forth. Brock Lesnar wanted a rematch, which he did not ever have at day one because Roman Reigns was out for COVID. This would put Brock Lesnar in a fatal four-way match between Big E Langston, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship, making this a fatal five-way match. Brock Lesnar, because he Brock Lesnar, squashed everybody in the match and win. He goes on into Royal Rumble to go against Bobby Lashley, who previously on Raw had a fatal four-way match between the original fatal four-way match members and won and squashed them to go on to fight Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. Then that's when Roman Reigns comes in and screw things up, spears Brock Lesnar, tells Paul Heyman to pass him the championship belt, clutches it in his hand, and smash Brock Lesnar dead in the face with the WWE Championship, keyword. And this starts another feud between him and Brock Lesnar. With that being said, my predictions at WrestleMania is pretty set forth. It's going to be a starting match between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. It's going to be a back and forth similar to how we did in Crown Jewel. I don't think it'll be as vicious as the match in WrestleMania 34, but I feel like it'll have just as much intensity, if not more intensity, than any other match that these two had going into WrestleMania 38. I think at the climax of the match, Brock Lesnar would attempt the F5 and somehow try to pin Roman Reigns, but he knows the referee's down. So in the midst of Brock Lesnar trying to pin Roman Reigns, or not necessarily pin him, he knows the referee down, he would attempt to take the WWE or Universal Championship from Paul Heyman. Then he would attempt to hit Roman Reigns in the face with this title until the Usos, former or WWE titles, tag team titles, come in and disrupt that, but Brock Lesnar quickly finished them off and grabbed the title again and somehow hits Roman Reigns, but he kicks out. Roman Reigns will do something weird, something unthought of, and try to do the same to Brock, and Brock will see this, F5 Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns would then kick out as well. It would be a stalemate because you can't have Roman Reigns going and losing the way he won, but you can't have Brock Lesnar pin Roman Reigns for the same thing too. So you got to put that into perspective. The fan, I would say I got my money on Roman because I love Roman Reigns. He's a good actor, best storyteller, but I want to say Brock Lesnar too because that's what Brock Lesnar does. He's a beast incarnate. And what he been doing this whole career was taking everybody down at their best. Now Roman Reigns at his best, but I don't think Brock Lesnar at his any more than what Roman Reigns is. the benefits of Brock Lesnar could be in having Brock Lesnar to defend both titles in both shows, mainly SmackDown and Raw. And in the WWE world, there are certain pay-per-views where SmackDown will have its competitors and Raw wouldn't wrestle, and there's gonna be pay-per-views where Raw will have its pay-per-views where SmackDown competitors didn't wrestle. And most of the time, in the Big Four, like the Royal Rumble, the Elimination Chamber, SummerSlam, Wrestlemania, you get shows like that. You get a good combination of the combined best athletes from best shows. But as far as Brock Lesnar having 2 championships, you might want to put that man on both shows and just have him be a full-timer for the rest of his career. Now, if Roman Reigns become WWE Universal and WWE Heavyweight Champion, then he could defend on both shows and put out exclusive, interesting storylines between different athletes of the brand that they wrestle for. You can have Damian Priest drop the United States Championship, then start a feud with Roman Reigns, the WWE and Universal Champion, with Roman Reigns defending his WWE Championship belt instead because Damian Priest is the Raw wrestler. Damian Priest never encountered Roman Reigns and ring in the WWE, and there'll be a good match to see between two, big, strong, tatted guys and getting down in the ring. People want to see that. Put Roman Reigns against Randy Orton, since RK Bro isn't WWE Raw Tag Team Champions anymore, and Roman Reigns is clearly smarter than Matt Riddle. Randy is pretty much the brains in RK Bro, so you can have them two go at it. You can even throw Omos in there, but the fact of the matter is Roman Reigns is pretty much a better storyline teller than Brock Lesnar is. Let me know in your position and in your point of view, who do you think will win between these two if it really meant putting Roman Reigns WWE Universal Heavyweight title against Brock Lesnar, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Heavyweight title in the hands of Wrestlemania 38 and the biggest stage of them all. Who do you think will win? Remember to comment, like, subscribe. Thank y'all for looking at my video, from explaining this beautiful topic. I love y'all. Peace out.